Welcome back, Sunrisers. Now, let's talk about transformation. So for 57 years, the Urban Development Corporation has been shaping Jamaica's skyline and coastline, turning big dreams into even bigger realities. From world-famous attractions to urban renewal projects, they've been making moves that impact us all. So this morning, we have two key players in UDC's journey. General Manager Bobby Hannigan and Deputy General Manager for Subsidiaries Management and Revenue Generation, Sherlock Glenister, to share some exciting updates. So let's jump right into it. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad.
57 years of the UDC.
Absolutely.
Almost Jamaica's age.
Absolutely.
But also, I say that jokingly, but it makes sense because once a country gains independence, a country is now responsible for its direction and where it goes. Let's talk a bit about what the UDC does and how critically important that is to how a country forms out.
Absolutely. So we're thrilled. 57 years, we've done wonderful things, large things here in Jamaica, here in this country. Everybody knows about the Kingston, downtown Kingston development. The UDC spearheaded and piloted Ocho. I know you guys like to go to Ocho all the time, enjoy the beaches, the wonderful facilities down there. Montego Bay, the Freeport area, built out all of that. Into Portmore, built out all of that. And of course, as part Negril, Sherlock reminds me, so the UDC really transforms large spaces, urban, rural spaces, into the sort of environments that Jamaicans want to interact with. Our mandate is to make development happen for you, all Jamaicans, everywhere across the kaleidoscope of what Jamaicans really are and how we enjoy our built environment here in Jamaica. So we're thrilled, 57 years. There's going to be a 58, 59, 60, and onward. We're celebrating today in a massive way, and we're happy that we started it here at CVM at Sunrise.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some of your current projects, but I also want to talk about the Portmore Resilience Park.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. You're
Footage
looking
on
at
screen
there.
wonderful footage there. So I can imagine, ladies, that you're going to be jogging through the park. You're going to be, playing lots of different sports and the sort of entertainment that's going to be there. It's really right in the middle of Portmore, 26-acre park that we're building out. We're about 50-something% complete on it now. We're going to be opening it later this year, around September of this year.
Excellent.
And it's going to really transform the urban environment for people in Portmore. Sherlock, tell us about lots of the stuff we have in the park.
In terms of amenities, we do have commercial spaces for persons to buy food, especially gastronomy, about 15,000 square foot of space. We do have a lot of sporting activities. We have pickleball. We have tennis.
You looked at me.
I do play as well. We have a futsal on top of the commercial space. We have about 700 meters of track for persons to utilize. And open spaces. If you look at we have a similar park in Montego Bay, which is Harmony Beach Park.
Right. Which has done very well.
Yes, a very beautifal park with
Totally free access.
Everybody, yes.
Absolutely.
We took the template from Harmony and put it at Portmore and make it better. And we believe that the Portmore persons and persons of St. Catherine and Jamaica at large will enjoy this park when it opens in later this year.
You know what I'm really interested in? So we speak often about the construction and the development in the sense of a structure. But obviously when we're talking about city planning and, development and structures and so on, so much more is involved. The environment is involved.
Yes.
The natural assets that we have are involved. Let's talk a bit about the marrying of the development, the respecting of the natural assets, and obviously the critical importance of recreational facilities for the well-being of the Jamaican and their experience, their quality of life.
Yeah, so, whenever we're really in the process of developing our urban areas, we're really looking at where urban and physical development meets lifestyle and also the green spaces, right? Protecting our environment. So we're very keen to ensure that we're building in those considerations into whatever we're doing. We're doing rain tree commercial development out in Ferry, out in Caymanas.
Yes.
69 around 1 acre commercial lots in a planned development, commercial development, light industrial, commercial development, and we've retained
20 acres.
Right, 20 acres, those large, beautiful guango trees.
Oh my
You know,
gosh,
those
that's my
majestic
language.
guango
Yes,
trees.
yes.
Give me a guango, give me a
Yes,
banyan,
yes,
and he's
yes.
a happy person.
Yes.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
we've kept those trees as part of the
Amazing.
overall design
Yes.
of the Rain Tree Commercial Park.
Maintaining the sustainability that you mentioned and the environmental considerations that we do have.
It's so important. I mean, we talk about it all the time, there not being enough green spaces. You know, we see buildings going up and we love it, we love to see it, but we also are like, hey, we want to have our parks, we want to have our green spaces, we want to have that, especially us with kids who want to use some of these spaces and you know, have a run around like children would want, or people, just us as adults.
But remember, you know, as part of the maturity of our country, having an emphasis on the sort of amenities that you see when you go abroad, and how communities are planned. The integrated approach to community development is really where the UDC is in 2025 and beyond.
Of course.
Right? So we've sort of created a model to ensure that what you see when you're on TikTok or Instagram or
Right.
whatever it is
Yes.
here in Jamaica right at
Yes.
home. Right? You don't have to travel anywhere to see it. While ensuring that our citizens, the people of Jamaica, get to enjoy the sort
Full
of physical
access.
environment, and also part of it is the social component, because there's a
Yes.
social responsibility
Absolutely.
that we have as Jamaica's Urban Development Corporation.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk a bit about 57th anniversary. People are watching. What do you say to the person who's watching to say, you know, say, them never have a bad innings still.
Yeah.
57 not out,
Yeah,
we
they're
like
going
it.
good.
Them can go into the century, but what is how are you going to hold the crease to carry us through to the century? What's
Right,
coming?
so we're doing Portmore Park now.
Yeah.
Right, that's a massive one. We're doing the Rain Tree commercial development.
all.
We're going into Caymanas to do around 4,000 houses.
This
That's going to start later on this year. So building out that entire Caymanas area, and not only houses in isolation, but all the other amenities and supporting services
Right.
that ensure that that community is a holistic community. Remember now, I know, where Caymanas is placed logistically, there is no better place, no better piece of property left, really, with proximity, green space, proximity into Kingston. You're right at the node of two major highways.
Correct.
And get over to Oterias in whatever, name the number of minutes. For us, it's a little longer. You ladies look like it's a little shorter. I won't hold you to that, right?
It's the kids crying in the car.
Okay, all right, so there you go. I've gotten an answer. We've got some answers,
And
Sherlock.
Sherlock is not judging.
I know,
Thank you for
I
that.
know. And we're rolling that out across the country.
Right. Yeah.
Because we are developing not only Kingston, the corporate area, St. Catherine, but over in St. Anne, out in Westmoreland, out in St. Elizabeth, my home parish, out in
St. James.
Fonthill, those areas.
So much going on, yeah.
And St. James.
And St. James.
Yeah.
St. James in a massive way.
Yeah.
So for us, it's ensuring that the next innings or a continuation of this innings shows the kind of impact, direct impact on the citizenry of Jamaica in both the physical environment and also improving lives. Annually, Sherlock, you're wearing the style shirt. This is our annual fireworks festival and national concert, right? That's a core part of what the UDC does in ensuring that not only are we building buildings, but we're encouraging people to come into these urban spaces and enjoy that environment as well.
Quality
Right?
of life.
Good quality,
Absolutely,
yes,
more
yes.
quality of life.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going.
Steve,
Love that.
in addition, you would have mentioned the children and the kids and participation. I want to ask the question, when last have you been to Duns River Falls?
Wow, that's a good question. No, that's
Truly.
a question, Sherlock.
Truly.
Well,
You
Sherlock.
got them.
It's time for a break.
It's an invitation.
Yes,
Now we have to really set something up.
To be very honest with you, not in a long time, but that's because I typically go for the off the beaten path. So
Excuse-
now
it's an
I'm going
excuse,
to
Sherlock.
go.
It's an excuse, Sherlock.
Is it true?
Sounds
I'm
like
scared
an
of
excuse.
injury. All right.
No, that's not going to happen. Don't start that.
But I'm
Don't
going to
start
go and I'm going to
Yeah.
tag you guys and I'm going to I'm going to be like, Sherlock,
Yeah,
look.
I
We're
made
gonna
it.
make it
I'm playing
Very-
pickleball in the fall.
Oh, wow. That's a new sport.
new
You
sport.
came up with a new sport?
No, you're really going to get injured now.
A new offering at Dozen.
I love that.
All
I
right,
love
brilliant stuff. Congratulations
Yes.
again
Thank you.
on your
Thank
57
you.
years.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank
A
you.
big thank you to Robert Honeygan and Charlotte Glenister from the UDC, leading the charge in shaping Jamaica's future. And speaking of getting things in shape, up next, Tami's hitting the gym.
Yummy.
She sure is, carnival style. So please stay with us right here on Sunrise. You better work.
Hey.